transplanting some seedlings from this flat, which are plugs 72 inches to a tray. 72 plugs to a tray, and they're not quite ready to go out. So I'm going to make up some potting soil and put them into these little guys to let them get a little bigger before I put them out. I've got kale blend, mustard blend, rattle poppies, which didn't come up, they were old seeds, cabbage that didn't come up, and some salad blend on the end of there, which I will separate some of them and put them in little pots. I'll be making up a blend of Sunshine No. 4 potting mix. It's very light, has no nutrients in it. But since I'm potting my little seedlings into some 3-inch pots, I believe they are, 3 or 4-inch pots, I'm going to add some Happy Frog potting soil, which has a small amount of nutrients and some other good stuff in it. And I'll be adding also some organic plant food fertilizer to give the plants a little bit more nutrition while they're in those pots. I'm going to blend about equal parts of Sunshine No. 4 and the Happy Frog potting blend. Just eyeballing it. That's about half. On the back, the instructions for how much fertilizer to put in says 1/4 cup to 5 gallons of soil for containers. I'm just eyeballing it. Here's a gallon. I'm looking at this here, and I think it's about 4 or 5 gallons. So I'm going to go ahead and put 1/4 cup of fertilizer in and mix it all up by hand. Again, I'm eyeballing if it was more expensive fertilizer or it was more crucial, but this, probably a little more than 1/4 cup. Drop it in. It's a good idea to wear a mask with when you're messing with the Sunshine No. 4 because it has peat moss, and when it's dry it gets airborne and it's not good to breathe. I should be wearing a mask right now. But I'm not wearing a mask because I'm doing this demo while the coronavirus pandemic is blowing up across the globe and there are no masks available. So I'm turning my head and holding my breath. And that's what that beautiful stuff looks like. So first, I get some soil for my pot. These little 72 plugs are a little bit of a hassle to get the plants out of, but if you turn them upside down, give them a little bit of a squeeze, don't pull the plant. See? Nice little plug. There's 2 of them in here. So if you can keep any of the soil intact, that's beautiful, like this one here. But this one here just has a tiny bit of soil. Make a little hole, drop it in. While the stems are tender, you can go up a little higher without making them damp off or die. When they get older, the plants, when their stem gets woody, if you put the soil too much higher than where the soil line for the root where it converts from root into the stem. That can cause it to, what they say, damp off, causes it to rot, and then the plant will just fall over like a little lumberjack chopped it down. But while they're super tender, it's not as important. In fact, some plants like tomatoes, when they get leggy and you want to transplant them, you can actually plant them very far up the stem even while they're quite big, up to a foot or more tall, and the stem will actually root in the soil. So if you have leggy tomatoes and you're transplanting them, just go ahead and plant them fairly deep, and that'll take care of the issue. So there we do. 2 plugs from 1. These are 2 kale plants. I'm not sure what kind they are, but they're part of a blend. So there we have it.